If you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're going to be doing a little sim in the NHL 19 world where we take the best teams in the Eastern Conference and we face them off against the best teams in the Western Conference, and we see which conference can prevail as the superior conference. And as we know right now, the East is, statistically speaking, I will say statistically speaking, not trying to get into any feather ruffling over here, but we'll say statistically speaking, the Eastern Conference right now is far and away better, and that is why we are seeing the Eastern Conference as the home teams, because what we ended up doing is we took the best team in the Eastern Conference, we threw them up against the best team in the Western Conference as far as standing points are concerned. That is why we are seeing Tampa Bay versus Calgary as of this moment. It can obviously change day in and day out depending when you watch the video. Tampa Bay and Calgary both lead their respective conferences in points. That is why they're playing each other, but because Tampa Bay has more points than Calgary does right now, Tampa Bay gets the home team. That is the way we did every single one of these. The Sharks and the Capitals was one of the few ones where the Western Conference team did have more points than the Eastern Conference team. That is why you're seeing them with the home ice advantage there. Let's go ahead and start this playoff sim. We will see which conference reigns superior. That is our bracket. I would just like to do some simming. Sim the next game. That is the button we are looking for. Look at Mitchie Marnes going out there. 1 goal, 2 assists. The very first game of the playoffs, he just went out there and went to town. That got him the lead though, right? It did get him the lead. I was going to say Ovechkin 3 points as well in his first performance. And a Washington Capitals victory. Boston, do you have what it takes to beat the Winnipeg Jets? You do. Tampa Bay and Calgary, a must-see matchup, is going to be starting off with a 1-0 series lead by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then we'll go over there too. What was that? Pittsburgh and St. Louis. Pittsburgh took the 1-0 series lead. Montreal and Minnesota, some of the wild card teams going at it. It is going to be 1-0 Minnesota after game number 1. New York versus Vegas, and it's going to be the Vegas Golden Knights. Carolina, Dallas, what you guys got in game number 1? You have got a Dallas Stars victory. This is where you can get that sim the next round feature thrown in here, so we just don't have to have some flawless transition into game number 4 for some of these playoff teams like Toronto and Nashville. Toronto's going for the 4-game sweep of the Nashville Predators. It's very tough to play in Nashville. Can they complete the sweep there? They cannot. One can only assume though, you're going back to Toronto, that home ice advantage. Toronto's got to take game number 5, don't they? They don't. Nashville's coming back. They was down 3-0. Don't sleep on the Predators. Very good team. Washington versus San Jose. San Jose is playing for their lives right now back in San Jose. They got to win this game if they want to continue on, and they are going to win this game. It is 3-2. 2-2 series tie over there in Boston right now. Boston is going to jump out to the 1-game lead. Tampa, Calgary. We told you it'd be a good matchup. It's tied 2 apiece right now. Who's taking that very important game 5? The Tampa Bay Lightning are tied 2 apiece over there in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh v. St. Louis. St. Louis has turned around their season, and they don't want it to end just yet because they're going to pick up a win in game 5. Montreal has a chance to end it. Montreal needs 1 W. Can Carey Price close the door for the Montreal Canadiens? He can, and he will. The Montreal Canadiens are the first team to advance to the 2nd round. New York Islanders, Vegas Golden Knights. Are the New York Islanders going to follow the Montreal Canadiens to the 2nd round? Or are the Vegas Golden Knights going to continue to fight on? It looks like the Vegas Golden Knights will fight on to live another day. 3-1 series lead over there in Carolina against Dallas. Dallas has to win this one if they want to keep on playing, and Dallas is going to win this game. We have a lot of game 6s. Got a chance of a lot of game 7s. Toronto was up 3-0 in the series, and Nashville's fought their way back. Right now, you probably want to slam that door shut on Nashville. If they come back from being down 3-0, it could get ugly for Toronto. We'll see what happens. It's going to go to a game 7. San Jose, you got 3 straight for us, fellas. I don't think you need to win 3 straight. It was a 3-1 series lead at one point, but you do need this win if you want to continue on in the playoffs, and you're going to win it. I think we're just going to have everybody go to a game 7. Winnipeg, Boston. Winnipeg's got to win this one for a game number 7. We'll see if they can do it. They can do it. I'm telling you, we are having some exciting playoff hockey. Game 7's everywhere, Calgary. Don't let us down. They're not going to let us down. Game 7 over there in Calgary as well. St. Louis, Pittsburgh fighting for that game 7. Pittsburgh needs the win. And Pittsburgh is going to get beaten by the St. Louis Blues in the 1st round. St. Louis with a big upset, some would say. Vegas, New York, let's see what can happen over here. Obviously, the favorite right here is the Islanders, points-wise, not by much, but they are the favorites right now. What you got, New York? New York's got the W. They're going to advance to the second round. Carolina, Dallas. Carolina needs a victory. Not near as much as Dallas does, though, who was one loss away from being bounced from the playoffs, and they are gone. 3-3, Game 7, Toronto, Nashville. What do you have for us, Toronto? A loss. The Toronto Maple Leafs just got reverse swept by the Nashville Predators, who were down 3-0 in the series, won 4 straight games. That is not something you probably wanted to see, Toronto. San Jose, Washington, Game 7. San Jose's got home ice, the only team in the Western Conference with it. Are they going to take advantage? They are. San Jose is going to not upset, I guess it's the home team. They're going to beat the Washington Capitals. Game 7 in Boston. Winnipeg, Boston. What you got for us? It's going to be a Winnipeg victory. The Western Conference is taking care of business right now. That's 3 straight series victories for them. Can they knock off the favorite to win the cup, though? The Tampa Bay Lightning. Can Calgary do it? They cannot. Tampa Bay will fight on to represent the Eastern Conference. And we couldn't have split it any better. We have 4 Eastern Conference, we have 4 Western Conference teams advancing to the second round. We have Nashville, we have St. Louis. Obviously, we cannot dictate who they play in the second round to continue to make it Eastern, Western every single time. Once the the rounds progress, it's going to obviously put them with who they have to play with, and that's what we're seeing happen here. St. Louis, Nashville. Nashville jumps out to that 1-0 series lead. San Jose, Montreal. Montreal is going to fall down a game to the San Jose Sharks. Can the Winnipeg Jets do the same? They can. New York Islanders up 1-0. Tampa Bay, Carolina. This one could get ugly. We'll see if Carolina can hold their own, though. It's possible. Carolina's going to jump out to the 1-0 lead. Forget about holding your own. Nashville, St. Louis. Nashville has been hot. They got a 6-game win streak going right now. Nobody's slowing them down. You're back in Nashville. What do you expect? You expect a loss because we talked about them, right? 2-0 series lead for the San Jose Sharks in Montreal. Can they grab a 3-0 series lead? They cannot. It is 2-1. A lot of 2-0 series leads. New York Islanders is one of them. And again, another team that's going to surrender a game to the Winnipeg Jets this time. Tampa Bay. Carolina 1-1 series tie is going to be the victory of Tampa Bay. They've won 2 straight now. That acquisition of Michael Granlund must be paying off, though. 10 games played, 12 points. Very nice playoff performance for the Grandy, man. 2-2 series tie over there in St. Louis. We'll see which team jumps ahead here in game number 5. Tarasenko, 12 points. Very nice to see Tarasenko doing pretty well over there. See if he can continue the hot streak. He does. He picks up a point. He picks up an assist. And he picks up a big fat L to go with it. Probably not what he was looking for. Nashville jumps ahead 3-2. 2-2 series tie in San Jose. San Jose is going to relinquish a game to the Montreal Canadiens. Montreal playing tough. New York Islanders got a chance to close out the Winnipeg Jets. Big game right here. It's going to be the Winnipeg Jets just hanging on to continue in the playoffs. We have a 2-2 series tie in Carolina. Once again, Carolina is putting up a fight. Tampa Bay not making it as easy as you would have thought they could have. But they're going to pick up a game number 5 win. Don't sleep on Tampa Bay. Chance for the Nashville Predators to close out the series. They are up 3-2. Could we be seeing another Game 7? We will not. The Nashville Predators will defeat the St. Louis Blues. Montreal, San Jose. It is going to be the Montreal Canadiens defeating the San Jose Sharks. So we're seeing a couple here. We got 1 Eastern. We got 1 Western. What's going to give right here? We have the Islanders. We have the Jets. Somebody has to break the tie. It is going to be the New York Islanders. I thought we seen that 3 flip over there in Winnipeg. It wasn't. The Islanders will continue. So we are going to see 3 Eastern Conference teams guaranteed here. 1 Western Conference team, and now we have Tampa Bay. We have Carolina. We have to see which one's going to continue out of the 2 because we're going to a game number 7 and Tampa Bay, and they are once again going to pull it off. Tampa Bay is just tough. We have Predators. We have Montreal. We have Tampa Bay. We have New York. And as far as the Western Conference is concerned, this is it. All of their marbles are currently sitting right there on the Nashville Predators. We have 3 Eastern Conference teams left. The only team that can stop the Eastern Conference from being the superior conference is the Nashville Predators, and they are getting worked. They brought it back to 2-1, but they was down 2-0 early. Not something you want to see happen. They got to pick up another victory here in Nashville. They're not going to do it. Montreal's going to jump out to a 3-1 series lead. Can Tampa Bay do the same? Tampa Bay can, and they will do the same. Nashville, they've been playing tough hockey. They've been playing comeback hockey. This won't be the first. It won't be the last. They have to pick up the victory now, or it is all but Eastern Conference championships this season. Nashville with the clutch victory Tampa Bay, New York. Tampa Bay's got to pick up the W, and they will not. Our first 5-game series victory, if I am not mistaken. There for a while at least. Now we have Montreal, and now we have Nashville. Nashville, like we said, the only team left in the Western Conference, and they continue to fight on. This team may be the most resilient team in the playoffs right now. 3-3 series tie. Going back to Montreal. Nashville has to pick up the W. They got to represent the Western Conference, and they will. I'm telling you, do not sleep on these Nashville Predators. Once again, they come from behind, get the series victory, and they're going up against their toughest task of them all so far, the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game number 1 is going to go to the Tampa Bay Lightning. Did that sound weird? It sounded weird. I don't think Tampa Bay has 7 syllables in it. It does now. Nashville grabs game number 2. It's a 1-1 series tie. Look at Stamkos, 22 points, 21 games played. That's not the Kucherov show, apparently. Going into Nashville, though, we know how tough it is once we get playing in Nashville. Nashville grabs a 2-1 series lead. That's what happens. You got to be careful going into Nashville, because they will play their hardest. But Tampa Bay stole one in Nashville. A must-need stolen game. Game number 5 is a Tampa Bay Lightning victory. Let's jump into game number 6. It's in Nashville. It is once again a must-win situation for the Nashville Predators. It's nothing we haven't seen before out of Nashville, though. Nikita Kucherov, we brought him up, and he just squares the circle and squares the back of the net like it's his job. I mean, technically, it is his job, but you get the point. It's 1-0 Tampa Bay. Third period is amongst us, and Nashville is going to have to score. I don't think you can put it any simpler than that. That is not a Nashville goal. That is a Tampa Bay Lightning goal. That is Nikita Kucherov. You call his name, and he's like, what'd you need? I'm here. I'm here all day, coach. 2-0 series lead, or 2-0 third period lead. Nashville is getting blanked right now by Vasilevsky. Not a whole lot going to town right now. They have about 10 minutes left, and they have to get things a-rolling. They got to score 2 goals. And they got 7 minutes to do it, and the goals are not coming. Not a lot of high-quality shots at all right now by Nashville. Not at all. They're getting completely spread out. A bunch of easy saves. As long as the goalie can see them coming, he should be able to save all these bad boys. And he is. There's a point-blank range save by Pekka Rinne, keeping them in the game. And there is a goal by the Predators. And there is a goal right back by the Tampa Bay Lightning. I swear you hit the pause button and it just doesn't want to pause in this game. 3-1 victory by the Tampa Bay Lightning. Wayne Simmons picked up the goal for Nashville. JT Miller with the goal for Tampa Bay, though. That went out there and sealed the deal. It was 27-29, pretty even game shot total-wise, but it ended up being a Tampa Bay Lightning. Mode complete. Well, thank you very much. It ended up being a Stamkos to Palat show, though. 27 out of Stamkos, 20 out of Palat. Where is Kucherov? Oh, 16 and a -5. That is not realistic, EA. JT Miller, like I said, Granlund, the big pickup for the Predators, coming in clutch in the playoffs for him, helped them get to that Stanley Cup Finals. Ryan Johansson up those 17 points as well, but you just couldn't get past them. The Tampa Bay Lightning are a very tough team, and as we expected, they made playoffs, they ran through the playoffs, and they ran through and picked up the Stanley Cup, representing that Eastern Conference, giving them the superior conference right now. But the big question is, what did you guys think? Was EA right? Did they get the matchups right? The matchup results right, I should say. Tampa Bay Lightning winning the finals, Eastern Conference being superior. What's your thoughts? I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.